So last day we discussed about the postfix evaluation using stack. Okay, we discussed about the postfix evaluation using stack. Now we will do infix to postfix conversion using stack. Infix to postfix conversion using stack. Clear? তাহলে আমি একটুখানি বলে দিই, প্রসেসটা আমি আগের দিন বলেছিলাম। Let us open the whiteboard. I will draw the steps. I will draw the steps first. See how we can convert an infix to a postfix. How we can convert an infix to a postfix. See. Suppose A plus B start C. Okay. Now this is within the parenthesis. Okay. So this is the infix expression. Now from this infix expression we have to convert it to postfix. How we can do it? We have a stack. Okay. Now whenever an opening brace is encountered, we are pushing it onto the stack. Is it opening brace? Again an opening brace is encountered, we are pushing it onto the stack. Now an operand is encountered. A is an operand. So we will place it into the postfix array. So this is the output array. A will be placed into the postfix array. Now plus, it is an operator. So plus will be pushed onto the stack. Now B is an operand. So it will be placed into the output array. Okay. Now the closing brace is encountered. Whenever the closing brace is encountered, we have to pop the elements from the stack and place it into the output array until an opening brace is encountered. So whenever the opening brace is encountered, we are just omitting that. Now star is encountered. Star is an operator. So it is pushed onto the stack. Now C is an operand. So it will be placed into the output array. Now closing brace. It is a closing brace. Now whenever a closing brace is encountered, we will have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it into the output array until an opening brace is encountered. Okay. Now plus, it is an operator. So it will be pushed onto the stack. Now D is an operand. It will be placed into the output array. Now the string is over. Now when the string gets over, okay, we will have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it onto the output array. Okay. So this is the resulting postfix expression for this infix notation: A, B plus, C star and D plus. Okay. I already said that a postfix expression, in a postfix expression, what happens actually? The operator comes after the operand. Okay. So it is, if it is A plus B, then the equivalent postfix expression will be AB plus. Okay. Now if it is A plus B star C, so that will be AB plus and C star. AB plus and C star. বুঝতে পারছিস ব্যাপারটা? তাহলে আমরা যখনই একটা ইনফিক্স এক্সপ্রেশনকে পোস্টফিক্সে কনভার্ট করছি, তা কি হবে? The operator will come after the operands. The operator will come after the operands. So these two are the operands, A and B. So A, B, the operator plus will be placed at the end. So AB plus. Now AB plus is an operand and C is another operand. So AB plus C star. So this is the resulting postfix expression. Okay, তাহলে বুঝতে পারলি কি বলছি? In this way we can convert an infix expression to a postfix notation. আচ্ছা, that clear হলো? এই অবধি clear? So what is the process actually? So whenever an opening brace is encountered, we have to push it onto the stack, and whenever a closing brace is encountered, we have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it into the output array until an opening brace is encountered. Okay? আচ্ছা, এবার আরেকটা জিনিস দেখাচ্ছি। Now we are taking another example of infix. We are taking another example of infix expression. See, A star B plus C. A star B plus C. Okay, this is an infix expression. Now we can also write here C divided by D. A star B. Okay, so this is our infix expression. So we need to have a stack. We need to have a stack. Now A is an operand, so we will place it into the output array. Star is an operator, so it will be pushed onto the stack. B is an operand, it will be placed into the array. Plus is an operator. Now the precedence of plus is lesser than the precedence of star. You know the Bodmas rule, right? BODMAS. You know the Bodmas rule. B for bracket, O for of, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. Okay. So we know that the operation, the multiplication operation is done before addition. Okay, multiplication operation is done before the addition operation. Okay, so A is an operand, it is placed into the array. Star is an operator, it is pushed onto the stack. B is an operand, it is placed into the array. Now it is plus. Now the precedence of plus is lesser than the precedence of star. So a lower precedence operator cannot be pushed on a higher precedence operator. So that is why the higher precedence operator is popped from the stack and place it into the output array. Okay. Now the lower precedence operator plus, it is placed onto the stack. It is pushed onto the stack. Okay. Now the opening brace is encountered. So it is pushed onto the stack. Now C is an operand. It is placed into the array. Now division, it is also an operator. So it is pushed onto the stack. Now D is an operand. So it is pushed into the output array. Now the closing brace. The closing brace is encountered. So we have to pop all the elements from the stack until an opening brace is encountered. Until an opening brace is encountered. Now when the string is over, we have to pop the elements from the stack and place it into the output array. So this is our resulting postfix expression. Okay. So whenever an operand is encountered, we have to place it into the array. Whenever an operator is encountered, we have to push it onto the stack. But if a lower precedence operator has been encountered, okay, while scanning the infix string, if a lower precedence operator is encountered, then that lower precedence operator can never be pushed onto a higher precedence operator. So that is why we have to pop the higher precedence operator from the stack and place it into the postfix array. and then we can push the lower precedence operator onto the stack. Okay. Now the opening brace is encountered, it is pushed onto the stack. Now the C is an operator, C is an operand, it is placed into the array. Now the divide is an operator. Okay, now divide can be placed on top of opening brace, that is no problem. Okay, now D, it is an operand, push it into the array, place it into the array. Now the closing brace is encountered. When the closing brace is encountered, we have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it onto the postfix array until an opening brace is encountered. Okay, now our input string is over. Input string is over. So we have to pop all the remaining elements from the stack and place it into the array. So this is our postfix expression. Clear? দুজনে clear তো? Okay. Now we will have to write the program. Now we will have to focus on the program. Okay. How to convert an infix to a postfix. How can we do it? Stack we have to open it. I will open the program of stack implementation and copy the whole thing. এখানে সবটাই কপি হবে, type def struct stack, the structure definition, the init function, the overflow checking, the push function, the underflow function, the pop function. Okay, now the main function. Now we will have to write down the main function. আচ্ছা, we have to change something. আগে চেঞ্জ গুলো বলে দিই। Infix to postfix. আচ্ছা, what we have to change here? The array will be of character type array. Huh? The array will be character type. Char star, malloc, size of char into this. Okay. Overflow checking, it is fine. Push function. Push function instead of int, it will be a character. Because we will have to deal with alphabets or numerals. So definitely that will be a character. Okay. Acha. The pop function will return char. The pop function will return char and it is not needed. Okay. The pop function will return. Now I am writing the main function. See, main function. Printf. Enter the infix notation, infix expression. We are entering the infix expression and then we are taking input of infix. Okay. Now we are calling a convert function. We are calling a convert function infix. And we can take another array postfix that will contain the resulting postfix expression and we can pass both of them to the convert function. Okay, both of them to the convert function. Char infix postfix and convert. Void convert. Char in or char post. Okay. In j I কিছু লাগলে পরে লাগে। Okay. For I equal to 0, in I not is equal to null, I plus plus. If Now, if the incoming character, it is an alphabet, how we can check? We can simply use the function is alpha. We can simply use the function is alpha or is digit. Okay, we can simply write the function is alpha or is digit. Achha. We can initialize j is equal to 0. Post j plus plus equal to e9. That means if the incoming character is an operand, I have just shown it. If the incoming character is an operand, we have to place it into the output array. If an incoming character is operand, we have to place it into the output array. If it is an operator, then we have to push it onto the stack. Okay? Else means it is operator. Okay. Now, within the else part, we have to start a switch case. So this part is for the operand. If it is an operand, place into the postfix array, an output array. Now, if it is an operator, else means it is an operator. If it is an operator, then switch. Okay, switch. So what are the cases? If an opening brace is encountered, if an opening brace is encountered, we have to place it onto the stack. Okay, push. Okay. If an opening brace is encountered, we have to push it onto the stack. So this is the first switch case, and this is the first case. If an opening brace is encountered, we are calling the push function. Achha. So within the convert function, we have to create a structure variable s. See, this is the structure st. So we have to create a structure variable s. Now the opening brace is done. Now if a closing brace is encountered, opening brace kintu ekhane hoye gelo. Now whenever a closing brace is encountered, we have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it into the output array. Place it into the output array. While x is pop, we are calling the pop function. X is equals to pop and percentage not is equals to opening brace. Okay. X we have to declare x. Here x. We have to pop the elements from the stack. X is equal to pop and percentage opening brace. J plus plus is equals to e9. X. We have to pop the elements from the stack and place it into the postfix array. Okay. Default means it is neither an opening brace nor a closing brace. So it is an operator. So if it is an operator, we have to check whether the precedence of the incoming operator is greater than the precedence of the stack top operator. Okay. If the precedence of the incoming operator is lesser than the precedence of the stack top operator, then we have to pop the elements from the stack and place it into the output array until a lower precedence operator is encountered. বুঝতে পারলি কি বলছি আমি? Whenever an operand is encountered, it is directly placed into the array, that is fine. But whenever an operator is encountered, we have to check whether the precedence of this incoming operator is greater than the precedence of the stack top operator. এই দেখ আগে আমার স্ট্যাকে ছিল স্টার, এরপরে কি এলো প্লাস। So the precedence of plus is lesser than the precedence of star. So a lower precedence operator can never be pushed on a higher precedence operator. So that is why we have to pop the higher precedence operator from the stack and place it into the output array. And then we have to place the lower precedence operator onto the stack. So we have popped star and place it into the array, and then we have popped and then we have pushed plus onto the stack. দেখ বুঝতে পারলি কি বললাম? স্ট্যাকের ওপর স্টার ছিল, এরপরে কি আসছে প্লাস, তাহলে স্টারের প্রিসিডেন্স কিন্তু প্লাসের থেকে বেশি। সো দ্যাট ইজ ওয়াই স্টারের ওপর কখনো প্লাস বসতে পারে না। তা আমাকে স্টার থেকে পপটাকে তুলে নিয়ে আমাকে স্ট্যাক থেকে ওই স্টার অপারেটরটাকে পপ করে তুলে নিয়ে এসে এখানে বসাতে হবে, and then the plus operator can be pushed onto the stack. Right. Now the precedence. While precedence of ini is lesser than equal to the precedence of s dot top. ঠিক আছে? We have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it onto the output array. Okay? তাহলে এই while loop এর আন্ডারে কিন্তু একটাই স্টেটমেন্ট, while pr inI, pr is a precedence function that will write the body ourselves, মানে এর বডিটা আমরাই লিখব, precedence function. So while the precedence of the incoming operator is lesser than the precedence of the stack top operator, we have to call the pop function, and then we have to place all the popped out elements into the array. Okay? And then after coming out of the while loop, we have to push the incoming operator, and we have to push the incoming operator onto the stack. Okay? Okay. So this is the switch case. Okay, else. So this is the else part. Okay, this is the else part. Now after coming out of the for loop, after coming out of the for loop, after coming out of the for loop means when the infix expression is over. When the infix expression is over, we have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it into the output array. Okay? How we can do it? While is underflow, while underflow, while underflow, underflow, if the stack is empty, then the underflow function will return 1. And if the stack has some elements, then the underflow function will return 0. If the stack is empty, then the underflow function will return 1. Otherwise, it will return 0. So that means we have to negate the outcome of the underflow function. Not underflow, that means there are some elements into the stack. If the stack has some elements, then the underflow function will return 0. So not of 0, that will be 1. Okay? While loop er under এই একটা statement, and then After the postfix expression is made, we have to place a null character. Okay. Now we can print the postfix array here. Printed so let us run. Is alpha. Is alpha is digit. For using these two functions, we have to include a header file. We have to include a header file. Post was not declared. What is post? Post was not. Oh, PR function. Yes. We have not yet defined the PR function, right? PR function. Precedence function. Int PR. Star. Division, multiplication, or the remainder operation. These are higher precedence. Plus, minus, return 1. Else return 0. Okay. Post was not declared in the scope. Oh yes, it is postfix. Postfix. So let us check whether there is any error or not. AB is A plus B. Oh, we have to call the init function. We have to call the init function. The memory for the stack has not yet been allocated. The memory for the stack has not yet been allocated. Size of the stack. Size of the stack. With the postfix AB plus. Clear? Now check with another infix expression, say A star B plus C. Okay, AB star C plus. AB star C plus. Okay. A plus B star C divide D. So divide D. So what will be the expression? A B C star plus. A B C star plus. Okay. আচ্ছা এটা দিয়ে আমরা যেটা করছিলাম A star B plus C divided by D. এটাই দিয়ে A star B plus C divided by D. Okay. So what will be the output? AB star CD divide. AB star CD slash plus. AB star CD slash plus. Okay. See. AB star CD slash plus. Okay. Now আরেকটা দিই A plus B star C minus D কি হবে AB plus C star D minus AB plus C star D minus. Okay. In this way, we can convert an infix expression to a postfix expression. Clear? So this is the next application of stack. Okay, this is the next application of stack. Last day we discussed about the postfix evaluation using stack, and today we have done infix to postfix conversion using stack. Both are very important applications of stack. Clear? Both are very important applications of stack. A plus B minus C star D divide E. Okay. So what will be the output? C D star B minus E slash A plus A B C D star minus E slash plus. Now let us check it. A B C D star minus E slash plus. Okay. In this way we can convert an infix to postfix. Okay. Now there may be some other operators also. Suppose power operator. Power operator has the greatest precedence. Power operator, it is written as dollar. It is written as dollar. LC. Okay. Now dollar. So A star B dollar sorry dollar C. A star B to the power C. Okay. So B to the power C, BC dollar, A BC dollar star. A BC dollar star. Okay. So this is the output expression. I mean the output postfix expression. The dollar operator, it is represented for the exponentiation operator. The exponentiation operator has the highest precedence. So that is why A, B, C, dollar star. A, B, C, dollar star. B to the power C, it is evaluated first. B to the power C, it is evaluated first. And then that is multiplied with A. Okay. A, এরকম যদি হয় okay, AB star plus, because the star operator has higher precedence than plus operator. So whenever the star operator is pushed onto the stack, we cannot push the plus operator onto the stack on the star operator. We have to pop the star operator from the stack and place it into the output array. A B star C plus. Okay. That clear তাহলে? So this is the program for infix to postfix conversion. Okay, this is the program for infix to postfix conversion. Clear? কোনো doubt আছে? So else part is for operator and this if portion it is for operand. If it is an operand, then we have to place the operand into the postfix array. If it is an operator, then we have to push it onto the stack. How we are handling this? If it is an incoming operator, push it onto the stack. If it is an opening brace, push it onto the stack. If it is a closing brace, then we have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it into the output array until an opening brace is encountered. And then we are simply omitting the opening brace. Okay, and default. It is neither an opening brace nor a closing brace. So we have to check whether the precedence of the incoming operator is greater than the precedence of the stack top operator. If the precedence of the incoming operator is lesser than the precedence of the stack top operator, we have to pop the elements from the stack and place it into the output array until a lower precedence operator has been encountered on the stack, and then the higher precedence operator is pushed back onto the stack. Okay, so this is all about Infix to Postfix conversion. Okay, these are the two applications of stack. তাহলে বুঝতে পারলি ব্যাপারটা কি দাঁড়ালো? Okay, so this is the application of stack. Whenever an operand is encountered, it is simply placed into the array. No problem with that. Now, if it is an operator, now we have to think what we have to do. If it is an operator, if it is an opening brace, we have to place it onto the stack, push it onto the stack. If it is a closing brace, then we have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it into the output array. When an opening brace is encountered, we have to stop there. তাহলে বোঝা গেল যখন ক্লোজিং ব্রেস পাচ্ছি আমরা কি করছি, we have to pop all the elements from the stack and place it into the output array until an opening brace is encountered. As soon as the opening brace is encountered, we have to simply omit it. বোঝা গেল? আরেকটা কি বললাম, whenever an incoming operator is there, plus is coming, we have to check whether the precedence of plus is greater than the precedence of the stack top operator. Now the stack top already contains star. এই যে এখানে star ছিল, star has been pushed onto the stack, তাই না? stack এর মধ্যে তো already আমার star ছিল। এবার star এর উপরে plus কখনোই বসতে পারে না, because plus has lower precedence than star. Addition operation has lower precedence than the star operation. That is why we have to pop the star operator from the stack, place it into the output array, and then we can push the addition operator onto the stack. Okay, so this is all about infix to postfix conversion. Okay, and last day we discussed about postfix evaluation. Okay.